This is my 2026 desk setup in my living room. I live with my fiance in a 2-bedroom apartment. That means that I don't have any other space than my living room to put my desk in. But I think it fits very well in the space. As you can see, I have a pretty big table. This desk table is from a designer called Eiermann. I mean, the German people know Eiermann is a designer, does pretty good, pretty nice, solid tables. This table is actually 19 centimeters deep and I think 190 centimeters wide. So it's a pretty big desk. It's even bigger than our dining table behind me. Yeah, it's big. For me, what's important is that I design my desk clean. I don't like to have a bunch of stuff on my desk. I like to have it organized, clean. That way I can completely work creatively. I can develop creative ideas. I need that kind of creative space, especially when I work from home and from my living room. So let me begin with the mousepad. This mousepad is a linoleum. It's right there. Okay, read it. Whatever. This thing is insane. I had a lot of mousepads, alright? The problem with previous mousepads, they get dirty pretty quick. And you know, you can wash them, of course, but with time they look pretty shit. I just can't recommend you that mousepad enough. It looks clean. The traction with the mouse is pretty good too, for work and for gaming too. You can just wash it with water. You just take a towel, drip it in water, and you just, you know, just wash it a few times and it's clean. It looks like new. And the longevity of this mousepad is insane. So you buy that mousepad one time and you will have that for years. The second thing I bought that on Etsy is that face. That kind of Greek face. Let me get that. Hold up. This is something I wanted because I like to have stuff not everyone has. My main idea was to put on my headphones on him. The head is pretty small, so the headphones doesn't fit. But still, I like the design, I like the style, I like how it fits on my desk setup. I don't know, I think I bought it for 70 or 100 euros, something like that. People come here and say, wow, hey, that's very cool. And I like those kind of reactions because, you know, like I said, I like to have things not everyone has and it's like an eye catcher. It makes the whole desk setup more like a furniture piece. You can see there, Tanjiro, big fan. I bought it in Budapest when I was with a good friend there. And I've seen that and I thought, you know what, I need that shit. This microphone here, I have this mic 10, 12 years now. It's a Auna 900B. It's a USB mic, nothing special. I bought it for 70 euros back then on Amazon. I want to buy a Shure SM7B, but you know, it's pretty expensive. I told myself I want to buy a Shure SM7B when I make more content. My motivation to keep going and, you know, to make more content, so I give myself the permission to buy a Shure SM7B. Nevertheless, let's go on to these things here. The keyboard, it's a Razer Huntsman, I think TLK, pretty old. I think I have that shit like 5 years now or even more. I don't like this for a few reasons. One reason is it gets dusty very quick. You can wash it and after 2 or 3 days it gets dirty again. It's black, so you see the dust instantly. It has linear switches, which is good for gaming, but the feeling and the sound isn't very pleasing. For working purposes, it's not good. I can't recommend that for working purposes. For gaming, maybe, yeah. For working purposes, definitely not. The mouse, let me tell you, this is the Logitech MX Master 4. And this mouse is very good. I used this mouse before. This mouse here, it's also Logitech. It's a Superlight Pro. It's good. For gaming, like I said, I was a gamer. I am a gamer. But for gaming, I still use it. It's awesome. It's so light and so good. But for working, this one here is crazy. I had concerns before I bought that because I used that Superlight before. And I thought that this mouse could be a little bit heavier and that I wouldn't like it. But because of the posture, how my hands are sitting on the mouse, I don't have that feeling of weight when I move my mouse. Not only that, when I work, I don't move my hands like crazy because I'm not playing, but I think I would definitely feel the difference when I would play games with this mouse. This thing from Blanked. It looks awesome. It looks so good, and it's also so practical because you can put stuff in there, notebooks, books even, and sheets and whatever, everything you need, and it gives the whole desk a little bit of more of a designer touch. I don't know how to explain it. I love it. I just love it. It looks so awesome. This thing is solid aluminum. It's heavy. I bought it for 130, 140 euros. It's something not everyone has, and it's like an eye catcher because everyone who comes here, everyone thinks, yo, wait a minute, that looks pretty awesome. What is that? One of my last things I've purchased for my desk setup was headphones. These are Beyerdynamics DT700 Pro X. The sound quality of these, crazy. The bass, insane. The mid and highs, crazy. And the good thing is, it depends where you work in. You won't be able to hear anything outside of these headphones. Isolation is insane. My fiance watches TV and I can't hear it, which is a good and a bad thing because when I play games, you know, I can't hear myself, and then when I scream, she is pissed. But I also love to use my speakers. If you do a lot of video editing where you have to hear people speaking, these speakers are very good for these situations because they are very good and clear in the mids and in the highs. When it comes to the bass, it's a little bit difficult because the bass, they can't reach a very low frequency for basses. So you should consider buying a subwoofer as well if you want to buy these studio monitors. In general, subwoofers are very, very good because they can reach a very, very low number of frequency. That means the bass is better. You know, I just have to say that bass lovers, it's not the right thing. I rock a 2-monitor setup. The monitor above my main one is pretty old. I have that thing over 10 years now. It's a Samsung 24-inch, I think, curved monitor. I can't tell you exactly. I don't even think that they sell this monitor anymore, so I can't tell you what it is. It's just a 1080p thing. It's nothing special, all right? My main one is a widescreen 21:9 ratio. It's actually my first widescreen monitor, and to be honest, the way I work on that monitor is completely different. I use just one monitor for my programs, so everything fits in one. You have to get used to it. For gaming, it's pretty awesome. I can't tell you exactly what it is and what it does, but the only thing I can tell you that it's a very, very nice monitor. It does its duty. The link to the monitor is in the description. If you are familiar with the name Herman Miller, you will know that this chair is pretty expensive. If you don't know, Herman Miller makes insanely good chairs. It's actually, they do actually the best office chairs you can get out there. It's called the Herman Miller Eiermann. It's insane. I don't have any back pains anymore. You have a lot of adjustments you can make to make it perfect for your back. When it comes to a chair, a lot of people sit on a cheap chair. It's actually pretty sad to see because, let's be honest, we sit the most of the time of the day on our chairs. Why don't we invest a good amount of money for a good chair? You don't have to buy that one, and you don't have to buy a chair which costs 800 euros. You don't have to do that, but it's just good for your health. And let's take care of our backs because, like I said, we sit the most of the time of our lives on chairs. For me, it's actually also pretty important to have like a good ambient light. So I have two main lights when it comes to my desk setup. I don't know the name of the lamp, to be honest, but I love the style because it has like a marmor kind of touch. Light behind me, it gives the whole thing more ambient light. The thing is, I don't like it. I need something else there which will fit better on my desk setup. I need to find something else which I can replace it with, but I haven't found anything yet, so I will need time. Guys, and that's it for my desk setup. If you're interested in more like desk setup videos, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.